Well, guys, still going into fall, and it's actually a really nice day out. And so I've been out harvesting some more. I have like 3 or 4 zucchinis in the fridge. I just picked another one. I got a whole pint of raspberries again. I just picked some dandelion greens and some kale. Lots of lemongrass. Lemongrass is like almost $7 a pound here. And I don't know how much of it I harvested. It was quite a bit. I'm mad because the darn squirrel, I didn't see the tomato in the grass. They've been ripping apart my tomatoes, ripping apart the ties, everything. I had all of this tied up. Squirrels just tore it apart. So the amaranth has gone to seed, so the greens would be very bitter, although I think I can grab some of the smaller plants here. Let's see. Hope that's off a big plant. Oh, that's not bitter. I'll be darned. Okay. As most people see the seeds, but the amaranth leaves are really good. And so what I've been doing, like with the dandelion, is I've been using it in a hot ramen and doing sweet and sour with it. And you boil it down enough, it really cuts the bitter of the dandelion. But I have kale too, and I've taken a bunch of the greens and just keep them in the fridge, and they're doing fine. Didn't get as much. I probably should get this tomato off of here because the squirrels are going to eat it. This is when it's bright yellow, this is a super sweet variety of tomato. It's a pineapple. And little farts. They turned around, and in front of me, the one was eating up the rest of a pineapple tomato. I was like, you little brat. And then when I was at the Renaissance Festival this last weekend, and met up with Ruth Thompson and stuff, and just had a really good day. I was there from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. Got sunburned again and had a little sunstroke, and yeah, it was a mixed day. But one of the festival people, one of the vendors, she was talking about this gift she got of this giant cookie and a stuffed squirrel. And it turned out that the darn squirrel had come into her shop. She had set a cookie on the counter. The little brat grabbed it and started eating it right in front of her. So she was yelling at the squirrel, chased him away. He went up in the tree behind the shop and started yelling at her. So the next day, another merchant went and brought her a stuffed squirrel and a giant cookie. I mean, a really big cookie. It was funny. And that's what they do here. They're destructive forces of nature, I swear. But today, I want to look like a hoarder. Today, a neighbor, now that sled is pretty old. It's not originally mine, but somebody had set it out, and I grabbed it before the metal scrapper could get it, because it'll be a nice Christmas decoration when I get it done, or give it to my in-laws and they'll use it at the cabin. But I managed to get some wire today. I got some fence stakes for garden fencing. So this mess next year, mind you, I let the romaine go to seed. That was intentional. The lamb's quarters to seed, that's intentional. I got bell peppers growing there yet. The spiders got into the kale. I have issues with spiders. And there's cuts of lemongrass all over the yard, but it's going to have to be mowed one more time before I do anything anyway. So that'll just get chopped up. But I'm going to fix this. This will be more of a regular bed. I'm going to try to get some more dirt in it and raise it up some more. And probably going to grow bell peppers in here and hot peppers, because the pepper plants did fantastic in that bed. Tomato bed. Getting a little calcium issues in the bed. Some of the tomatoes had some black smut on them, which is a calcium imbalance. There's not enough. So this coming year, I hate to lose an entire bed, but I might just plant alfalfa in there, because legumes will take care of the nitrogen in the soil and replenish it. So kind of just throw alfalfa in there and let that go fallow for 1 year, and condition the soil with compost. I'm going to show you guys something gross, but I need to get another one of these composters. But you know, the paper egg cartons, stuff like that, those are biodegradable bags. Everything's biodegrading in there. I have to rotate it again. So that's fine. This bed here will get expanded, and I hope to get solid sides on it this year, and get a few more hay bales to lengthen this bed out. So those are the plans for next year. I have to uncover the strawberry plants over there. They got overrun, but I hadn't been out to weed. The asparagus is doing fine way over there. And that bed in the middle, I had onions in there. I had a couple heads of cabbage. Got the cabbage. The squirrels took out all the onions. So that bed is kind of fallow, and that's okay, because that's where the tomatoes are going next year. So that is it on the gardens. I had been eating some grapes earlier too. Did get some grapes that were actually edible this time. It was the right time, but not too many. This grapevine is really, really old, and I don't think it's doing as good anymore. But the grapes are super tiny, but right now they're pretty good. They're champagne grapes. Big seeds for a tiny grape, but that one didn't taste good though. Yikes. That's the problem. The flavors of these grapes this year are not good. I had some sweet ones earlier, but it's just not doing very well. Ugh. Oh, gods, that was nasty. Let's see if I have some better ones over here. Oh. Yeah, you can see there's not a lot left in here. In the year I moved in, this vine produced a lot, but not now. That's better. So yeah, mukbang. Yeah, I got quite a bit. Some of these leaves are okay too. I don't think this is going to have time to form a big head, so I'm just going to take them. Yeah, and this poppy flower's been everywhere. It just doesn't let up. So that's the state of the yard. I harvested the catnip already. That's drying. Just like this garden, even though it was kind of small and I really didn't have too much of a plan of what I'm doing. There's more zucchini in there. It did okay. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the squash. This whole bed, when I expand it, might become a squash bed. And I think Mudbroker's seeds ought to do pretty good in the decaying hay bales. So that's the plan for next year. So we'll see, because I have his seeds. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I'm super thrilled with my fencing find there. That's going to be fantastic. So you guys take care. Enjoy the nice weather if you got it. And blessed be everyone.